Here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down 80! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's our time. It's our time.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From midfield here, Dalton points the target, and he hands it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. Oh, the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
To try again after the sack, Dalton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check three. Stay at home.
Regular. Go.
56. Check 56.
Here's Allen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm here all day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Dalton now to pass. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. 21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time. Emmanuel Sanders, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Joe Mixon, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
Dalton here from the gun. To the left side here for Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just... And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the third game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
And again, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Round 80.
Mike's 56. Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, home.
56.
Go.
Allen going to go on 4th down, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Hauschka with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
And it coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
And here's Allen throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mixon will go off tackle left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Dalton to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Allen. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills add on. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final act of the first half. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Andy Dalton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Throwing again. Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Hey, let's go.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Man open left side is Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 56. Ready?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
We want it. Come to my world. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
They go 368.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up having over 20 yards. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 30 on second down, Dalton. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Alert, alert, alert!
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Allen to throw on third down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
5 wide.
56.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there, 56.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Allen on third down, trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been complicated.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jordan Willis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun hit.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 21 yards away. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
368!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They're down here in the the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Here's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hands up! Lead! Come on, boy! Come on, boy! Hands up!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Dalton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Dalton here from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had